and he will be there trying to get his 600 Supersport campaign back on track as well. Look out for Luca Durning on that front row as well, the number 12 machine. That is the new future of Supersport racing, as we've got the Ducati Twin in the paddock alongside us here as the lights are about to come on, ready to rock and roll. Lights are on here, 10 laps, 600 Supersport race, and this is going to be good. Rogan Chandler, wonderful start on the front row of the grid. Also, Corn Buchanan gets a pretty handy little jump as well as we jostle for position into turn number 1, Abbott's left-hander here at Ruapuna. Let's have a look at it. Is going to be Corn Buchanan around the outside, Rogan Chandler on the inside, so the front two exactly where they want it to be. This is going to be electric. You've got the likes of Jesse Stroud on the borrowed bike here this weekend, so he'll be a factor in this one here. Luca Durning is there. You've got Carl Hooper, and this looks like Seth Devereux. A good start on that beautiful Race Supplies machine. He's there in about 5th place, but it is at the moment Rogan Chandler on the Suzuki New Zealand Ray Clee Motorcycles Top Cat Roofing supported Rasheen. He is right out in front, exactly where he wanted to be. You've got Corn Buchanan chasing hard in 2nd place, trying to find a way through in these electric Fulton Hogan S's. What a start, Jesse Stroud. He's only hopped on that bike for the first time this morning, and he's already up there in the top 3 of a Supersport 600 thriller here. Neil, that electric podium here for Superbikes kicking off exactly where we left off. We're into this one here, 600 Supersport action.
Well, once again, of course, we haven't got the quantity. Sport's just too small. And but hey, the quality of what we're seeing here is just incredible. And look at this, what we're facing here at the moment. We've got a pair and then a bit of a gap, another pair and then a trio. So look at that, 7 riders here, all within the top lot. By the time they go across the line, it'll be lucky to be 1.2 seconds in it. So fantastic. Again, that quality aspect. I can't drive that enough and tell everybody. You know, world-class races. Cormac Buchanan doing some of the best around the world. And for what he's doing here at the moment is great. But it's the Rogan Chandler show as Rogan looks too excited and delight. Let's go with the Suzuki New Zealand man as we patch it in for another great one. So Rogie out there to do it. Rogan Chandler hot for that Top Cat Roofing Team Suzuki, Ray Clee or RCM as you'll see. Ray Clee Motorcycle Support back behind the scenes as well. So nice work as we pick up on that first lap going into Cormac as we're looking out for them. Then looking back there to the 3rd place, Jesse Stroud has Brad well picked up the fact that he's on this bike. In fact, problems with the Helicraft Joe's Garage Machine trackside. So bingo, here's the KMD team. Thank you, Grant, coming to the calls and saying, yeah, of course you can have this bike. We've just seen the brilliance of what Shane Richards has done on it. Of course, you'll be able to watch that brilliance from tomorrow and then next Sunday and the following Sunday for the awesome free-to-air CRC Motorsport, the best motorsport show in New Zealand, bar none. CRC Motorsport on TV3 with the great 1 hour sessions on each of those 3 weekends. So catch the first lap, the Letter S bike, the Kawasaki for KMD coming up tomorrow on CRC Motorsport. So looking out for this one though at the moment as he's hanging there with that 3rd place, but the first 2 are gone for it and talk about smoking hot. In fact, at one point you look across there, you think there's only one of them. Where's the other? Because he's perfectly in his shadow. But it's the Rogan Chandler show. Rogan needs that confidence. Talking to the guy, he is much better placed than he was, I believe, in his headspace 12 months ago, and even certainly the year before that as well. So good on you, Rogan. Great to see the facilities manager out of Podium, north of Wellington, really starting to come to grips with his racing. Of course, here he is actually getting beaten in some of his races, but beaten by times that if he was just on his own, the times he had before, he'd been the champion. But because the pace of the race has gone up with the likes of a Cormac Buchanan, he's finding himself back playing second fiddle, but he's done it for another lap. No fluke out there, Brad. And remembering what happened at Manfield when we had to see that do or die last lap performance by Cormac and he held it out. Maybe he's waiting to do the same thing. But any race in any lap that we're going to see Rogan Chandler stay in front of Cormac Buchanan is a victory in itself to Rogan, because he's got one of the world's best right there on his tail at the moment. It's a 2-horse race. They've moved out of that little gap. Then we go back to the next pair. Then the what was the trios dropped back to only a pair again. So we've still got a 2x2x2x1 for the top 7 out there at the moment. World-class action right here with our 600 Supersport 600 Supersport B and F2 riding, courtesy of Trevor Pierce Yamaha Destination Store here in Ferry Road, Christchurch, for 600 CC racing. And the top spot is where the eyes are on at the moment. Rogan Chandler on fire over Cormac Buchanan.
Oh, this is going to be good. When they were at Manfield last time we saw them, it was only 7 1,000ths of a second separating them, so they have picked up where they've left off. This is the gloves off for sure as they go into the Southern Salvage S's. This is electric racing. Rogan Chandler's hanging on for dear life. Cormac Buchanan is all over the back wheel well. And we're on here. We've got Luca Dooning up into third place. He gets stronger and stronger every outing he has on that Ducati V2 machine. And then a shout-out ride from Jesse Stroud there in fourth place. We've got the likes of Morgan McLaren Wood. He's hanging on the back of Carl Hooper. So you've got the young guns coming in hot as well. We've got the future of the sport in good hands as 600 Supersport. And it was an absolute treat to have Shane Richardson home for the New Zealand Kiwi summer. He's still here on our shores, but playing a bit of a family catch-up here as we head back into our Nzsbk. As Corn Buchanan has a look up the inside, I think he's outbreak Rogan Chandler, so the move's been made. Cormac Buchanan, he is there, the defending New Zealand Supersport 600 champion, has made the move. Can he hold on to it? He's into the waistcoat straight there, and he side by side. Rogan's going to have to try and argue straight back. He cannot let Cormac get out in front and get into a groove in a race pace. Here is Rogan Chandler, the charge back out of the pothole corner and into the hairpin. He is going to have a big dive there. Rogan Chandler, he has come to play here at Ruapuna. This is exciting racing from our 600 Supersport paddock, absolutely exceptional. And then we've got a good battle to round out our podium as well, Neil. Don't discount some action there. 4 of them going at in that final step of the podium. This is going to be absolutely brilliant.
All right, for our Cormac Buchanan show that's been coming to racing, we saw him with 150s and we saw him with 300s. And for the first year, last year, for the first time, he hopped up to the 600, and then he went on to bang, winning lap times and breaking, smashing lap records. So this is now his second year with that 600. Remembering during his racing campaign, he's not used to being on a bike as big as this. That's why we saw him with his best, with the little FF3 bike, as we call it in New Zealand, or effectively an M3 moto machine. But now here he is back on that bigger bike and showing it up again with Rogan. Whereas Rogan, of course, he hangs with these bikes, but he doesn't get anywhere near the experience. And I'm saying that the Wellingtonian has been to Auckland for those fantastic Auckland road racing championship events that have been held at Hampton Downs late in the year, October, November. So good work from him with a lot of experience. Look at that, no slipstreaming, no slipping. Get it right out there. We can see that Cormac can put his nose in the front. Good thinking, good thinking. He quickly moved out. He was really, to get maximum impact that he got there, he quickly came out of the corner in the lead, and he literally jumped the bike across, so that there was no chance for Rogan to get that slipstream behind him, and that makes a serious difference as they go down the bottom there and then looking to head the run down towards Poto. It was certainly that break then made by Cormac, and now what he's going to do is lock and see if he can get that breakaway, but Rogan's staying right with him, and Rogan for some demon braking. Rogan trying to get up there on the inside. Is he going to look to do it? Rogan, yes, he's made it stick. Rogan Chandler. Oh, I did not expect that at all. Rogan Chandler, come on, where's your supporters? You don't have to love one or hate the other. You just want to have a race one. Do you want to toss a coin? Is there somebody you want to look to? How are you going to go?
Back into the lead in the Fulton Hogan S's. I've seen 2 unbelievable passes in there already today. What a weekend we're having here at Ruapuna. Cormac Buchanan retakes the lead. Rogan Chandler's right there as well. We've had about 18 lead changes, and we've still got a massive 5.5 laps to go. Your battle for the podium's on as well with Luca Dooning, Jesse Stroud, Carl Hooper and Morgan McLaren Wood, all in reaching distance of a podium spot here. So although we're watching out in front, that dynamic duo going at it where they picked up in the North Island, absolutely on here. We've got excitement all over our Trevor Pierce Yamaha 600 Supersport racetrack. This is going to be on, and we are just getting started. We're not even halfway through the excitement building here in Supersport 600.
And keen to watch out as well, because of course we've got a little bit of depth we want to talk about. We're just getting so excited with the 2-horse race out in front. Let's not leave them alone as we go to Cormac, then we go to Rogan. Now looking here at those next battles going on, and here we are with Luca. Listen to that V-twin, isn't it a beautiful bike? So there we go with Luca Dooning up there in that third place. Fourth place going to Jesse Stroud. That's unbelievable on the Helicraft KMD supported Kawasaki 600. As we look out to Carl Hooper in the traffic as well. Take Morgan McLaren Wood under the tutorship of the legendary Brian Bernard to put in there. And that second of the Ducati Panigale V2 bikes in the hands of our own hero and Seth Devereaux, the mainland hero, who's got a very good top 7 placing in there at the moment. So that's a bit of depth that we want to talk about. And for the fact as we look out for those guys, if we take the overall, we go back to Seth at the moment is 13 seconds, or in fact, if you only go back one place, you got 6 seconds for only 6 riders, so take the average of a 1 second gap between them. That again is an example of the queue for quality that we've got in our New Zealand 600 Supersport racing. No, we haven't got the depth by numbers, but man, you can just take it all day and watch what's going on. Look at that bike battle come out. Could be a change for that third place as the bike battle goes on, and looking for that pounce, because is it Morgan to get up there? I think it's a change. Jesse's got it. Jesse Stroud making it stick. Look out as well.
Here we go out of the dipper, our race leaders, and into the dipper, that podium battle. So we're on here. Absolutely breathtaking racing here. We've got Rogan Chandler back into the lead. He did the move again into the Euro Mark hairpin. So he has done that move 4 laps in a row. Can Cormac Buchanan find his way into the lead again? You'd have to think history would repeat itself. Cormac Buchanan gets a good drive out of the final turn 11 sweeper. There is your race leading duo. Rogan Chandler just puts the fastest lap of the race in a 132.45, so the pace is actually getting hotter here as we get excited. 4 laps to go. Rogan Chandler, Cormac Buchanan, then go back Luca Durning, Jesse Stroud, Carl Hooper and Morgan McLaren Wood. That 4-way quartet's actually getting closer and closer, Neil. We are on as fireworks expected all over the racetrack.
All right, indeed, and my apologies, got that incorrectly in that call before, and I saw the colour of the bike over there, thought it was a change, but it was another bike of the same colour, and hang on, down around the corner, and another demon, a late braking endeavour to get through there, but certainly it's all on. Oh man, holy, we should have actually, the race within the race, if you had a lap score line around on the circuit, you might get the number of times. You see that in MotoGP with split laps, of course. There's often tracks that have got other points around the track where they can officially see the place changes. We only have it officially here at the start-finish area, so in one lap you might see it go with Cormac leading, and at the end of it Cormac's still leading, but during that race 3 or 4 times it may have changed out there, so super exciting as we watch it. Cormac not giving up. This is the thing that I love, because finally it's a mind over matter. Cormac has got so much to offer, but Rogan should not give up. In fact, that's what I felt it was like at the end of last season. This is the old Rogan back here again, Brad.
This is brilliant. So Rogan Chandler traditionally comes to Ruapuna and just wants to circulate and pick up points. He talked to him yesterday and earlier this morning. He's come to play. He knows how quick he is. He's racing against the best New Zealand's got to offer, and he is fired up down the front straight here again. Rogan Chandler will lead across the stripe, but Cormac Buchanan will pull out and try and find his way up the inside of turn 1. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time here in the Abbott's left-hander. Then you got that battle for the podium coming through. That's absolutely electric. But no, Rogan Chandler for the first time in a little while leads around turn 1, so he won't have to do that move. So it's going to be a break of the streak. It's been 5 laps in a row where Rogan's retaken the lead into the hairpin. This time maybe it's Cormac Buchanan who's learnt after 5 laps, no, I want to be the one diving into the hairpin. Rogan goes defensive. Cormac goes around the outside. They nearly come together at the apex of the hairpin. This is absolutely electric racing, and they head into the Fulton Hogan, and it is still with Rogan Chandler. Less than 3 laps to go. Absolute thriller here. Supersport 600. That podium battle still absolutely neck and neck as well. So we've got plenty of action on this racetrack now. What a treat for the Saturday race fans.
Great work from the Heligram. KMD supported their riders over looking out for them at the moment. So here we go with the bike.
All right, here we go. Supersport 600 racing, and with a bit of technical difficulties up here in the commentary box, but out on the racetrack, it is absolutely all on here. We are loving it out of the final corner. Rogan Chandler leads Cormac Buchanan. McCormick, a wonderful drive. He's right on the back wheel. We're going to have a big drag race here, and 2 laps to go. Side by side as they cross the line. They're still in the 132s. Absolutely electric pace as they go side by side into turn 1. Luca Durning's hanging on for dear life to the last step of the podium. Jesse Stroud, Carl Hooper, and Morgan McLaren Wood are right on the back door as well, as we've got those battles all over the racetrack. Seth Devereaux, Declan Van Rossmelin still there in 7th and 8th place. Jacob Pearce is in 9th ahead of Paul Jenkins. Go back to Garth Wilson and Marcus Thompson. They will round out our top 12 runners as we see again. Rogan goes defensive. Cormac breaks hard and goes around the outside. No, not quite this time, but Rogan makes the mistake. Rogan let up the back wheel on the exit of the hairpin, and now it's Cormac retakes the lead. So that's a pivotal part of this race with a lap and a half to go, Neil, with now Cormac Buchanan, the one in charge.
Thank you. Technical difficulties last time. I think we've rectified that. The switch that's down, it's up and backwards, but anyway, we've got it right this time. Look at that, it's a one-on-one, the ultimate battle coming around the casino carousel Christchurch run down towards Southern Salvage here once again for another electrifying lap to look out for, and it's Cormac. He's put the blue bike up there at the moment. Here goes Rogan. Look up on the inside as he can put the block pass in there. Yes, Rogan's regained it. Good work as Cormac looks to get the momentum out of it. As you can see, it's actually really got a 2-corner. You think it is a big sweep over there. It's actually 2 different corners, and there's Rogan with the advantage coming back at him on Cormac this time. Is this going to be a clinch to Cormac's immaculate record, or is he going to be able to pull off that ultimate? Remember, as Brad said, at Manfield, 7 1000 thousandths of a second. We are going to be looking at this one, and I think we're going to see a white flag coming up this time. Should be the sign for 1 lap to go as the super sprint goes on side by side, and this one, or if it was going to be the finish, there'd be less than a bike length on that one. In fact, the margin is 0.03232 1,000ths of a second for the mark going on here at the moment, as we see the lap time at a 1:32.453. You're not likely to get a lap record in this scenario unless the two of them are hot. Why? Because of course there's a lot of block passing going on, there's a lot of stealing of the lines. When you're normally going to do a lap record, you're going to have a clear run and be able to get the perfect track and the perfect corner on every part of the circuit. But for these boys, and the fact that all of a sudden they want to be perfect, but then they push further back, they're finding the going gets tough. Look at them, the two of them on the shoulder. 3 euro mark, they're on, Brad.
Oh, this is on, all right. Can Rogan Chandler upset the streak? It goes back to last year's. Corn Buchanan dives up the inside in the middle of the full Doganesses, and Rogan's gone down. Rogan's gone down. Unfortunate stuff, as we were on for an absolute thriller. Rogan Chandler is absolutely devastated, and Cormac Buchanan, the dive up the inside in the middle of the Fulton Hoganesses. We've got the Ctas replay, so we'll have a look there. Cormac comes from way back, and Rogan just turns in a little bit early. Unfortunately, there was definitely contact there, so absolutely devastating for Rogan Chandler, as he's now trackside to watch the final lap of this one here. Rogan Chandler, unfortunately, he was in the lead of this one here, as Cormac Buchanan now, the streak will continue. And look at this podium battle now. It's heated up because 2 spots are available as Luca Durning and Jesse Stroud fight it out in the Signbiz Dipper. But this one here, absolutely breathtaking race here. We had a good 10-lapper in the Superbikes. We've had an unbelievable 10-lap thriller here. Cormac Buchanan out of the final corner. He will take the win on the L-Therm window system. JCR Yamaha, brilliant stuff there. And here is that final 2 steps to the podium. Luca Durning, he is going to just hang on to that one there. And Jesse Stroud on the first ride on that bike. That is a credible performance to be on the podium. He only hopped on that bike for the first time this morning, so well done, Jesse Stroud and the Helicraft Racing team. A great, well-deserved podium there. Carl Hooper comes home in 5th ahead of Morgan McLaren Wood, and absolutely brilliant to see. The future of 600 Supersport racing is on here.
Hey, just before we cross over to do our podium down there at the moment, to take a little while, nice to have former Commissioner and Grant Ramage back with us. First of all, Grant, you can't stay away, can you?
I tried to, but I ended up bouncing back in, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, road racing, looking at what you've seen today, our sport's still in good heart?
Yeah, it is. The numbers are down, but the racing's still really competitive. Yep, it's good to see, actually. Good conditions today. Yeah,
it is indeed. All right, your home South Canterbury club, you must be out of retirement. You ready to help that club again next week?
Yes, I am. Yep. Yeah, got drafted back in there, so...
Yeah,
yeah, someone has to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. Hey, the word that I've heard is that Cormac Buchanan says, I've got to come back for the best 300 race in New Zealand. He wants to be there for the Alan Ramage Memorial next week. When you've got somebody like Cormac says he wants to get on a 300 to come back to levels, that's got to be special in itself.
Absolutely, yeah. It's got its own little reputation, that race, and hopefully, unfortunately, it's the last race of the event. A couple of years we've not been able to run it because of time constraints, so hopefully we can do it this year, and Cormac would definitely be the favourite for it, I would imagine.
Good to see. Thank you very much. Grant Ramage, former Road Race Commissioner, quickly join us here in the commentary box as we head around, and we'll be doing our podium next. Stay with us. Holy Toledo. Wow, what a show in town, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that, the first supporters can get up here to do this one. So look at all the class at the moment. So well done. You get a 2-horse race, you lose one of your horses, all of a sudden you're finding out, well, who's going to get there for 3rd place. But I tell you what, it's a matter of who was going to get there for 3rd in the end, because we're losing out on it. So well done, Jesse Stroud. He'll take the number 3 slot in there. So the margin 1-2 got extended in the end, but keen to look out for it. Well, I tell you what, here's the 600 podium like we've never had before in New Zealand, folks. Take a note of this one. First of all, the new Ducati Panigale V2 has made the lineup, as well as the win for the Yamaha and the Kawasaki in here as well. So 3 different bike brands clearly represented. So to give us the update, still got the letter S sitting here. You've got, it's now changed from S for Shane Richardson to S for Stroud, and we'll talk to Jesse next. So an opportunity to take him on here at this stage, and clearly one to talk about. Well, I'm sure some of you out there have been long-time Stroud race fans. Where's all the Stroud supporters out there for Jesse today? Hey, well done, well done. Hey, Jesse, tell us about this bit of magic. What a bike!
Yeah, it's a great bike, just so smooth, and yeah, just thanks for the boys for getting ready for me. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. It's just such a great bike. Yeah.
All right, what's Ruapuna like today?
It's definitely pretty tiring, but no, by the end of the race, pretty buggered. But no, just hanging there. Just couldn't quite get Luca, but no, it was good having someone there to push me, and just went hard the whole race. So yeah, cheers, boys. Yeah,
just indeed a cheers, boys scenario. So very good one for that one. So well done there to Jesse. Great to see. Look at the smile on his face. Come on, folks, you're seeing it here. The new kind of a bike that's coming to our class, a beautiful Panigale V2. And a shout out here, we have our young gun on the block. This is Luca Durning. So well done to, oh, nice, the fans. Thank you. Luca, what a race. How's that?
Oh, it's so good. It's awesome to be up here again. It's my best finish ever in Nzsbk, and I'm stoked for it.
Indeed, indeed. All right, for your version, a North Island visitor, what's Ruapuna like today?
It's actually not too bad. It's a bit bumpier than it was last time we were here, but the grip's good, the track's good as always. Yeah, it's good.
Great to see. Well done, a young gun making it happen, courtesy of the dentist. That's www.td.co.nz. So an opportunity now to catch up. First of all, Cormac, mate, you had to work for that. That's not easy.
No, exactly. You know, it was quite a difficult race to just kind of understand what was going on. I was just, you know, trying to lock out where I could pass him. I knew that corner I was a lot stronger, and I knew that, you know, all race into the hip, and every time he was standing me up, so I knew, you know, if he wanted to race like that. So, you know, I just went for the move, and, you know, I went wide, but, you know, he saw me coming, so I don't think there was a problem with that. But yeah, other than that, you know, it was a difficult race. The rear tyre wasn't feeling very good, so I knew I just kind of had to stay behind him on that last lap and just pick my moment. And of course, you know, I didn't want to see him go down. You know, it's never my intention to take anyone out. I don't think I did. I think I passed him, and he just didn't see me and just didn't stand the bike up. So yeah.
All right, indeed. So there we go. Well done here. Let's have a shout out. Cormac Buchanan, well done today. So look at that. Of course, the technical team always love to get onto their bike and have a look at what's going on here, really. So they're checking tyres, checking suspension here at the moment. So well done out there. So here it is, another quality podium as brilliantly represented. So there we go.